Welcome to Sudoku Topology, puzzle E3. We're back on our torus. So let us have a look at this. So we remember the regions are sort of the layers, both horizontally and vertically. So that kind of thing and these sorts of things. We've got a couple thermos, one of length 3 there and one of length 2 there, that bend around a bunch of Renban. Okay, so we'll do our usual good lift the thermos. Actually, I'm not going to good lift this one. Okay, I'm trying to pay attention to how long are my Renban. I think all of my Renban in this puzzle are length 3, it looks like. Oh, no, there's one of length 2. No, this one is of length 3. Never mind, sorry, this one is of length 3. So every length 3 Renban needs to have a 3 on it, so we have to keep that in mind. We can't accidentally remove the possibility of a 3 from a Renban entirely. Although thinking about what cells see every cell on a Renban here is going to be a little bit tricky. Oh boy, yeah, this is I understand what the regions are, but then visualizing what the consequences of that are on this puzzle is a little bit tricky. I'm trying to say something like this can't be a 3 because this would be 3, 2, 1, and this Renban would also be 3, 2, 1, but I don't actually know that that breaks right away. I guess I can at least say, oh no, sorry, I was going to say these can't be 4, but they can be, or sorry, they can be 5 if they really want to be. Trying to decide if there's something I can use the fact that digits can't repeat on Renban to color, or use the fact that digits can't repeat on circles to color. But the Renban sort of run across the regions anyway, for the most part, so there aren't that many places that I think I learned that something can't go that it normally plausibly could have. Let's see. Yeah, but so yeah, and 1s and 5s are, as a general rule, going to be tough to fit on Renban because of the fact that if you have a 5 on the Renban, it automatically has to be 3, 4, 5, and if you have a 1, it automatically has to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, what is happening here that I am meant to see? Okay, there are a total of 1, 2, 3. That's 5. Yeah, there are 5 Renban. And each of them is length 3, I think I have decided. So that means there are no 3s anywhere other than the Renban, because the Renban don't overlap. And as I said, every length 3 Renban needs a 3. So if I want, I can, for example, note that these two cells can't have 3s in them, because there's only 5 3s in the entire puzzle, and all of them are on Renban. Okay, so maybe I should just ask myself, if I know that, if I just start somewhere and ask, if this is a 3, what happens to the other Renban? Is that interesting? Is there some way that I can do that intelligently? Is a fantastic question that I don't have an answer to yet. So for example, like if that's a 3, then that's a 3. And 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 that's where all the 3s are. Oh, well, that doesn't work. I see. Okay, so here's a good observation. This cell can't possibly be a 3, because if this cell is a 3, it forces the 3 on this length 3 Renban to go along the thermo that started with a 3. So we can't do that. So this cell is definitely not a 3. Does it work conversely? Well, it certainly works on this one. If this is a 3, it also forces that to be a 3, so that doesn't work. So that is a 2 or a 4. I'm not 100% sure I know this can't be a 3. Okay, so I do see something. In this region, this ring, the 3 has to go on a Renban, but we just said it doesn't go on a Renban there, so it has to go on a Renban here. It's the only place it could go. So that is a 3. That 3 sees those 2 cells of this Renban, so that's a 3, which sees those 2 cells of this Renban, so that's a 3, which sees those 2 cells of this Renban, so that's a 3, which sees these 2 cells of this Renban, so that isn't a 3, and that is. And I think that's all of our 3s, right? 1, 2... Yeah, I can see all 5 3s on screen now. Very good. So... Yeah, so that's a 4 or a 5. Okay. Now, I do have a Renban that has a 1 or a 2 and a 3 on it. So this digit can only be 1, 2, or 4, for whatever that is worth. And this one has a 4 or a 5 on it. This digit can't be 4, although it's slightly convoluted. I guess it's not that convoluted. Here's the way I'd say it. This Renban has a 4 or a 5 on it, and so therefore it definitely has a 4 on it. That 4 is in one of these 2 cells. If either of these cells is 4, it, for slightly different reasons, tells me this cell can't be 4. If that one's 4, this can't be 4 because it's in the same region. If this one is 4, then this can't be 4 because it's on the same thermo. So that means that this is a 2 always, which rules 2 out of both of those cells. And now if I ask where the 1 goes in this, that's certainly not a 1. Because it would have to go 1, 4, 1, 3, 4, or 5. That's not going to work. So that's not a 1. So that one's definitely a 1. And so this is the other 4, 5. So this Renban is assuredly a 3, 4, 5 Renban. We just haven't decided the order yet. That means that around this ring, we've got a 1, 2 pair left. And now around this ring, we've got a 4, 5 pair left. And now around this ring, we've now got a 1, 2 pair left. So we have a Renban that is a 1, 2, 3 Renban. A classic, if you will. Let's see. Where do we have our other things happening? this Renban has a 2, a 3, and a 4 or a 5. Well, that 4 or 5 had better be a 4, or things have gone horribly awry. So we can sort of chase that around the grid a little bit. And fill in a bunch of 4s. Okay, so now... Oh, sorry, I misread that. I was about to say something wrong. Okay, so these are a 1 and a 5 are what is left hanging around that universe. One of those two is a 5. So a 1-2 pair. There's definitely a 2 in one of these 2 cells. I don't think that quite tells me anything. One of these 2 cells has to be a 4, I see. But I don't think I know which one immediately. But because this thermo can't be 1, 2, or sorry, this Renban can't be 1, 2, 3 because there's a 1 it already sees. So definitely one of these 2 is 4. One of these 2 is 2 for a similar reason. Oh! Dagnammit, Zeta. I put a 2 along a thermo and did not fill the 1 in the bulb below it. Not my best work I've ever done, will be honest, but that's okay. So now this Renban needs a 1, a 2, and a 3. So now these cells are a 4, 5 pair. I'm briefly afraid that suddenly I'd done this whole puzzle without realizing there was a 6 in it, because suddenly it looked like that cell was also on this. No, there's around sort of the biggest ring, there's a 1, 2, 3. So these are a 4, 5 pair, but this one sees a 4. So that's a 5, and that's a 4. And so this is a 1 or a 2, but it sees a 1 in its ring, so that's a 2. So that's a 1, and that's a 2. So this is a 1 or a 5. And there's already a 1 down here, so this is in fact a 5, which makes that a 4. And I feel like I filled in everything, but I apparently haven't. Ah, that's a 1. There we go. Very nice. I always love Renban, and I really enjoyed that. So thanks for watching. Do leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, a comment, especially if you'd like to see more of these. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.